For the second year in a row, the Woodbury County Extension will once again be holding their Siouxland Garden Show, and it will be located at a different location. It will be at the Marina Inn Exhibit Hall in South Sioux City. And with me today to talk about this big event is Sherry McGill, as well as Mimi Shanahan, who is a horticulturalist with the Woodbury County Extension. And you are also a familiar face on the show, and we're glad to have you back again, and Sherry as well. Sure. So where should we start, Sherry? This is such a big event, and it's getting bigger as you go along in the years. And tell us what you're going to have this year at the garden show. We're
going to have many more exhibitors, a lot of good new speakers, as well as other events going on within the facility. We'll have a large how-to session for people to talk about how to pot plants or how to prune trees, whatever it might be. And then there's a large speaker room that will hold at least 200 people or more, that will have the main speakers throughout the day, the 2 days that we're there. So, and we'll have a winery again. We're going to have a wood carver come in and do some demonstrations. So a lot of fun things.
Sure. And Mimi, could you tell us more about some of those fun things, like some of the speakers? And
well, we've got a lineup of speakers that's just amazing, I think. We have Melinda Myers, who is a nationally known garden. She writes and speaks about gardening, and she's going to be with us. And Jan Regenbach, who is with the Sioux City Journal, or not with the Sioux City Journal, but she's got an article in the Sioux City Journal. She's a syndicated writer. And then locally, we have some master gardeners that are going to be talking, like in some of the how-to sessions, and people from the university that will be talking about various topics. And so it's a great lineup of speakers.
Now talk about the planning process and who's all involved with that.
Well, the planning process has been going on since the moment, well, as we were cleaning up last year, we started talking about what we're doing this year. So we've been working on it, since the end of the last show. And so we have a couple of master gardeners on our committee, and let's see, we've got three people from three different lawn and garden businesses in the area, and a couple of community-minded volunteers that help, and then our extension office and Nebraska Extension, and so we're all kind of working together towards making a great gardening program.
Okay, and what is that drive to continue this show?
Gardening is becoming more and more popular. Different aspects of gardening, with ponds and all the different variations of things that you can do, and keeping the earth healthy and your home's healthy with houseplants and that kind of thing. So there's so many different ways, because gardening is such a broad topic that there's just lots and lots to do and think about. And so it will affect everybody in one way or another. So this is an excellent opportunity for someone to come and see different products, and at the same time learn from experts and speakers and stuff that are grand, that just have grand ideas and wonderful products and all that. So.
Now, talk about like the turnout you usually have with this garden show, and obviously this is going to be a bigger year for you, so yes. You don't know what to expect just yet, right?
No, we don't. But last year we had about 2,500 people, I think it was, and so that was our first year. And this year we've moved to a bigger facility, so we'll have hard surface parking. So hopefully, if it's a rainy day like we had last year, we'll have good parking for everybody, and a bigger area, more room for in the speaker rooms, and a bigger room for the vendors.
Okay, so. And the dates for that are, I believe it's going to be March 14th and 15th,
right.
And some of the times of the
It starts
show.
at 10 in the morning on Friday and goes until 9 the first day. The second day, it starts at 9 in the morning and goes until 8 o'clock. That's on Saturday. Yeah, 9
So
to
plenty
8.
of time to
Right.
actually get a chance
Yes.
to look at all the exhibitors. And Sherry, who are some of those exhibitors that are going to be there this
we
year?
have some new ones this year. Dell's Garden Center from up by Spencer, they're going to be there and have a large area. There's the Mosiers that'll have their the pond and waterfall type of thing exhibit that they'll show, as well as their products. We have Earl May, Hy-Vee, Prairie Peddler. There's a wide number of people that have John Deere, Midwest Equipment. There's people with lawnmowers. Sunrooms. We have the the Cherokee Screen Builders that are going to be there, and then another sunroom company from South Dakota that's coming. The Nissen's Winery from out of Nebraska, and they'll be doing sampling there. There's just really a large number. We have every space filled and then some, so we'll have plenty of things for people to look at, and there'll be things they can buy there. So that's really the fun part about it. And it's really all focused on lawn, garden. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you have a lot of gardening background.
And of course, you'll have plenty of food there
Oh,
for
yes.
people too.
Yes, we're going to have some baked goods again with Master Gardeners having a little stand. But then the Marina Inn is going to be providing some of the food as well at a food stand, and there'll be tables, and we're going to have a
Place
little
to have
music
lunch.
playing in the background this time, and
Very
so it'll
good.
be new and improved.
Very good. And of course, the speakers, there's going to be lots of
Right.
speakers there for this event. Now, are they going to be speaking during the course of the event, both on those that Friday and Saturday?
Yes, every hour or so there'll be a new speaker coming in to the main speaker room, and then there'll be how-to sessions going on for the whole time as well. So
And some of those are some of those speakers. They're coming from Iowa State University,
Right.
and some are horticulturalists. Is that correct?
yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Eldon Everhart is one of our main planning people, and he's going to be talking about container gardening. He's from a horticulturist from Iowa State University, and then Nebraska. The University of Nebraska has Stephen Rohde talking about landscaping, and there'll be somebody there talking about water gardens, water ponds, how to set those up. John Ball is coming from South Dakota State University, and he's talking about trees, and I'm not sure if shrubs too, I'm not sure. Yeah, also Kim Todd, who's a landscape person from University of Nebraska.
Okay. And how long do those speeches usually last?
Is it about 30 minutes?
We're
Or 45?
we've got to get in, sit down, listen, and get out in an hour. So
Oh, yes. All right. Less than an hour then.
Yeah, so it'll be less than an hour, but
Yeah.
exactly how long, I don't know exactly how long
vary
they'll
on the
And
speak.
I'm
Yeah.
sure the room just gets so stuffed that get those people
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Get the ones into that.
Exactly.
Because there's going to be so many people there.
That's right.
And okay, now there's going to be a Mid-States conference, and Sherry, why
That
don't you
is-
tell us more about that?
You bet. That is the week following the garden show. So it's on March 19th, and it's just a one-day event. But that is an event that's planned for by different individuals representing different agencies and organizations from 3 states. And we'll have speakers that are going to be coming in talking about their successful experiences with whether it's entrepreneurship or, leadership development, housing, creative financing, but more the smaller towns, I would say, is the bulk of the people coming in to talk, and they're going to share what's worked in their communities to make their communities better, and whether it's economic development or just the quality of life. And we have some students coming in from Wayne State and Briar Cliff that are going to be there talking about students and free enterprise, and they're going to talk about how youth can really bring back ideas and help communities as well. And just leadership, we have a keynote speaker on that one that's Aaron Davis, and he is from, he used to be on the 94 basketball or the football team from Nebraska, and he is a motivational speaker and talks about what you need to do in making your organizations or companies really be successful, and he's a consultant for many companies throughout the region.
Now, this conference, is it annually, or
Yes.
is this new this year?
Oh,
or-
this is our 8th annual one.
Okay.
So it's been going for a while.
Okay, and then it's usually, is it usually held in the springtime, or?
Yes, it's
Okay.
usually held almost always in March sometime. And this one will be at the Marina Inn. at that.
Okay, so it's
park.
actually right after the
Yes.
Siouxland Garden Show.
Yeah.
So people will know where that's at the
Right.
Marina Inn in South
Yeah,
Sioux.
we usually have about 200 people that come, and they really enjoy the day, and there's a lot of networking and sharing of the stories, and then all the contact information about all the speakers is shared with everyone that comes, so that if they want to follow up and get those ideas in more detail, they can.
Okay, and who are some of the people involved from the extension with this conference?
Well, myself and Abby Gaffey and Adrian Jansen helps with the marketing. And then Nebraska Extension, it's Dewey Teal. And there's South Dakota has a number of people on the committee too. But yeah, there's a few of us that gather together, a lot of people from Sioux City. Debbie Hubbard from here, Lance Hedquist from South Sioux. I'd say there's probably about 20 of us on the planning committee.
Okay, and you have one more conference actually
Yes, we
that
do.
you'd like to talk about.
I would.
That's the
I'll make it quick.
Stay Jazzed?
Yes.
Okay, tell us
Yeah.
more about that.
Yeah, that one is February 26th, so it's coming up real soon. And that one has 2 keynote speakers, and they're going to be conducting sessions throughout the day, just those 2 people. Cy Wakeman, who is kind of a locally known consultant and speaker, and she's just excellent. And this is our first time of really having her speak at this conference. This is our 3rd. And then the other one is Amy D. Christensen, and she's from South Dakota. They're both going to be talking about what do you have to do to re-energize yourself in your work life. And it's designed for nonprofits, but it can also work for people in the for-profit world or even for volunteers. I had someone call today that just really said they're involved with volunteering every day, and they kind of would like to come to this. It could be for social workers. We give social worker CEU credit, but we get a wide variety of people from the 3-state area too that come to this conference.
And where will this be held, and what are the times?
This one is at the Marina Inn again, and the time starts at 8:30 in the morning and goes till 4.
Okay, so all 3, if people are interested in either one, they can't forget because all of them are located at the Marina Inn. Now, is it the exhibit hall?
The Marina Center is what it's
Marina
called now. It
Center.
used to be
Okay.
the South Sioux Convention Center.
Okay,
Now it's owned by the Marina.
but the Siouxland Garden Show will be at the exhibit hall.
Yes.
Okay, and the Siouxland Garden Show, one more time for the viewers at home, will be held.
March 14th and 15th,
Okay, and
Friday and Saturday.
Yep, and that's going to be a big event, and of course we will be there, Siouxland Community Media, covering
bet.
it. And the Mid-States Conference, once again, will be held March 19th
Right.
and at the Marina Inn in South
Yes.
Sioux. Is there a registration for that,
Yes,
Sherry?
on the 2 conferences, the registration would be through our office, so people could call 276-2157 or go to our website. All of the information about all 3 events are on our web.
Okay, and then the recently upcoming one will be the Stay Jazz Conference
Right.
on February 26th. And thanks so much, Mimi and Sherry, for being with us today.
Well, thanks.
And,
Pleasure.
Yeah, we'll all have to check out this garden show and the conferences coming up. That's going to do it for us today here on Extension Connection. And if you'd like to see this video and other videos, please log on to our website, SiouxlandCommunityMedia.org, and click on the YouTube icon. For Sherry McGill and Mimi Shanahan, I'm Tony Elrich. Thanks for watching.